Am I right in thinking you add either petrol or coal?
A special brew from the bowels of the mines themselves. Stand back, lad. You two, don't want you to ruin your sheeny shiny equipment with my crematorium.
Sounds like a jet engine!
Oh shit, lad, could you open that?
So what part of you was that?
My arse, Blair. My arse.
Seems like a lot of ash.
What are you trying to say?
Oh, well, brilliant.
During the last few weeks, I've been on one of the stranger journeys of my life. The man who I'm following around is 70-year-old Papa, a victim of a disease which requires the drastic excision of multiple bodily areas. But rather curiously, instead of letting medical professionals dispose of these parts, he makes requests to keep them. Armed with a homemade incinerator, Papa is on a pilgrimage to gradually spread his own ashes. What I have witnessed so far has significantly perplexed me. I desperately want to understand Papa's situation, but I have the growing suspicion that he is hiding something. I feel as if this mysterious man is not only waving goodbye to his body, but quite possibly his very soul.
Tell me, Papa, have you ever given your heart to another?
There was one, long ago.
You smile. What is there to smile of? All those lonesome years where you were trapped in my television, I desperately wanted to connect. And now that you're here, watching me as I did you, what do you fear, Blair Findlay? Because I fear you're not properly here at the end of all things. Why won't you share your pain alongside my own?
Can I speak with you? Could we go somewhere next that's a little bit more, how can I put this, emotionally engaging? I mean, earlier you spoke of a woman.
I see.
How about a reunion? I'm sure your journey is a beauty worth sharing. Think about it, Papa. Think about the progression of your story. Give your heart to another before it's too late.
Good night, Blair Finley.
So far we had been to his birthplace, old haunts from his youth, and a mine where he worked many years ago. Now, we were travelling to a location which seemed very dear to him, an old friend from his past, a woman. I was worried this reunion would be too emotional for him. We'll be right here. Come on.
I forgot. My heart, Blair.
Don't worry, Papa. I'm sure it's in the right place.
Thanks, lad. I mean that.
Blair Findlay, what have you done?
I only asked her to meet him. That can't be his... Surely...
Well, as long as it's not his rotten old cock.
I anticipated a tender reunion. Two lost souls locked in an eternal embrace, their soft touch saying so much but so little at the same time. I kept my distance. This was a moment Papa had waited his entire life for. Oh, Christ! Papa!
She died! Like all things! Why did you drag me here?
Papa, wait, I had no idea! A turbulence of loss and regret. It occurred to me just how emotionally dangerous Papa's journey was. I was doing you a favour, you stupid old man! I had no idea this catastrophe would happen. Listen, you go now. This show is finished. He had soiled the offspring of an old love with the stench of a broken heart. I desperately wanted to calm this poor woman, yet at the same time I wanted to cradle Papa, cradle him like a wrinkled child.
An old man just stole our car.
I would like to apologise to my crew, their families, and my own. Right now I fear for my life, my sanity, my very soul. The end of all things. A person must ultimately question what they are leaving behind, and try and find beauty in approaching death. We decided to head back to his home, fearing the worst.
What the hell is that smell?
I'm guessing a lifetime of escalating disappointment.
Oh, but that is absolutely horrendous.
I strongly believe we've made a colossal faux pas.
Blair Finley!
Papa, I know you're hurt, but please don't make any rash decisions.
This was meant to be a bold and beautiful death. A heartwarming tale of an old man and his friend Blair Finley going on a journey to spread his ashes.
It's all just a bit contrived and ludicrous.
Will all this be drowned out by your narration later.
Papa, I'm sorry. I should never have come here.
I haven't led an interesting or eventful life. I look back, and all I see is a black hole where memories should have thrived. I look forward, I see an even darker hole. I thought Blair Finley was going to be my shining light. But it seems as though I'm going to have to be his instead.
Papa, no! By the time we got back to the house, it was far too late. The full extent of Papa's illness had eradicated his mental state, and he had finally become at one with his portable crematorium. I'm sorry, Papa. I let you down. We all did. You deserve better.
You have a real winner here, though, Blount.
I bloody hope so.